This is Mirabella's kitchen, and today I'm making Tuscan chicken. I start by slicing 4 chicken breasts into 3 thinly sliced pieces of chicken. I do that by using a horizontal cut through the chicken as shown. I also tenderize all the pieces of chicken and do a jig in the process. If you want to know what song I'm dancing to, please check the description below. And I generously season each side of the chicken with coarse kosher salt, freshly ground black pepper, and dried oregano. I really encourage you to feel the salt when you're salting, and everything just needs to be evenly coated. I do not have measurements. I have a saute pan heating over medium heat, which I add olive oil to. Also add 2 pieces of chicken once the pan is hot. I cook each piece for about 3 minutes on each side. They are so thin, they are cooking through very quickly, and I flip them about halfway through before removing them after they have reached about 160 degrees Fahrenheit temp-wise. And look at how beautifully brown they are. I also keep the chicken in a preheated oven to the lowest setting my oven will heat to keep them warm during the process. I take 1 pint of cherry tomatoes and I halve them. I go pretty slowly because they are curvy and I don't want to cut myself. I also mince 6 cloves of garlic. In the same saute pan, I melt 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter and I add the garlic and saute it for about 10 seconds. And next I add the cherry tomatoes and mix everything together so it's all evenly coated in the butter. And I generously season with coarse kosher salt and freshly ground black pepper. I cook the tomatoes and the garlic for about 5 minutes until the tomatoes start to have like a depression in them. And then I add 1 package of spinach and I cook that down until it is wilted. So once it's about halfway wilted as shown, I start to stir it, and that really speeds up the process of getting it to wilt. And then I add 1 cup of heavy cream. And I also add 1/2 cup or so of grated Parmesan. I don't measure it. I turn the heat up to medium-high, mix everything together, and bring it to a boil. Once it is boiled for about a minute, I lower the heat down to low and I let it simmer for 3 to 5 minutes until the sauce thickens. And then I start preparing the rice, and I lose a bunch in the process as usual. And I use long grain rice as my base. I cook 3 cups today. I take 2 pieces of chicken and top the rice with it. And then I take about 2 to 3 spoonfuls of the spinach, tomatoes, the sauce, and spoon it over the chicken and the rice, and that's Tuscan chicken. Thanks for joining me today. I make new videos on cooking every Wednesday. Please support me on Patreon and on Facebook at Mirabella's Kitchen.